All right, I'm standing in a grove of number 66 here. This is Quercus garryana. So actually this grove that I'm standing in predates the university. It actually predates Oregon Agricultural College. So these have been here for quite a while, and luckily they've been preserved and will be here for a little bit longer. But Quercus garryana, or Oregon white oak, you know, it's a white oak in the white oak group because it has rounded lobes. Quercus garryana has fairly small leaves. They're a little bit more coriaceous than some of the other species, particularly those species that are native to the eastern part of the United States, where we get more summer rain. Can't prove this, but my guess is because they're native to the Willamette Valley in Oregon, where we don't get summer rain, they're a little bit more coriaceous and more leathery to deal with that summer drought. And actually these guys don't do well if they get a lot of water during the summer. So if you put them in an area of turf that you're going to be consistently irrigating during the summer, you will get some root rot and you will kill the trees. Okay. The other things about Oregon white oak, or Quercus garryana, one is the bark. Hopefully you can see the bark behind me. It has a unique aura. We may have talked about plant aura before, but when I'm driving, I can spot an Oregon white oak. One, the form is fairly unique, but not completely dissimilar from other oaks. Two, it's just the bark. It has an interesting, different kind of look to it. And regarding the bark, it's actually, because it has the narrowly furrowed bark, you can actually take an acorn and stick it in and it will lodge in. And so native birds actually use the upper branches of Oregon white oak as a granary, where they take acorns, stuff them in, and the squirrels can't get them out. So only the birds that have specialized beaks to be able to pull them out are able to get them out. So a little piece of trivia there. And the acorns, incidentally, the acorns, take a look at your slides, but they are quite large in Quercus garryana. Next is Zelkova serrata, number 67 on your list. This is Japanese Zelkova. So we're standing in front of the largest Japanese Zelkova that I've ever seen. Happens to be right here on campus at OSU. So you're not likely to see many that are this large in your landscape. Normally you see them as a small single trunk tree with a vase-shaped canopy, and it was purported or promoted as a replacement for American elm when Dutch elm disease came in. But the problem with Zelkova serrata is oftentimes before they get as large as the one you see behind me, they tend to split apart, fall apart, and they tend to be somewhat sensitive of drought and of chemicals. So not a great street tree if it's going to be wimpy like that. But they have interesting leaves that have a nice fine texture when the tree gets large. The upright vase shape is a good shape for a street tree, also good in production. And if they get large enough to start having the exfoliation on the bark, it is a really nice attribute. And so Zelkova serrata can be a good tree if it's pampered just a little bit, but perhaps not the best street tree out there. Okay, that's Japanese Zelkova.